According to the California Teaching Association, approximately 1/3 of all teachers are nearing retirement, which will then yield a demand in the coming years for nearly 100,000 teaching positions needed to be filled. My name is Jordan Nafziger, and although I'm a business administration major with a concentration in marketing and a minor in economics, I'd like to eventually become a social science teacher. And today I'd like to talk to you about why I'd like to do that, what I need to do in the next couple of semesters to get there, where I see myself in 5 to 10 years, and the 3 behavioral skills that I need to master in order to complete my job effectively. To start, I'd like to talk about my influences. I'd like to give back to my community, and being that there are 100,000 teaching positions open, or that should be open in the coming years in California, I feel like that's the best and most effective way that I can do so. I'd also like to become a high school social science teacher because of the social science teachers that I had when I was going through high school. They had a major impact on my life, and I'd like to pass the knowledge that they passed on to me onto other generations in the coming years. In terms of the short term, I'd like to enroll in EDH 50 at Fresno State, which is an introductory teaching course with a service learning component. After that, I'd like to take the CBEST once I hit 90 units and apply for substitute teaching positions. Then I would acquire my Bachelor's of Science degree, and after that, I'd like to enroll in Tulsa's Impact Program, which is a 2-year student teaching internship, which allows you to student teach for 2 years while acquiring your teaching credential. So after that, in the next 5 to 10 years, hopefully I'll be teaching economics or United States government or United States history at the high school level at either Central High School or a high school in Fresno Unified School District. In terms of the 3 behavioral skills that I need to master, I need to master patience, active listening, and being a good mentor. To start, I'd like to talk about being a good mentor, and that is described by teacher certification as being a good role model and an effective leader that your students can look up to. Teachercertification.org also describes teachers as the second most looked up to role models and mentors next to students' parents. So being an effective role model will lead to me teaching effectively. Next, I'd like to talk about active listening, which is described by onetonline.org as one of the most important and crucial qualities to have when being an effective teacher. Active listening includes not judging your students when they're talking to you, not interrupting, letting them finish their thoughts entirely, and really just digesting and understanding what your students are saying to you and how to assess their needs. Finally, I'd like to talk about patience, which is described by teachingcertification.org as the single most important quality to possess as a teacher. If you don't have patience for your students who can get out of hand and may be frustrating, they're probably not going to develop a lot of respect for you. Even if they don't develop respect, if you have very little patience and fly off the rails frequently, then they're probably going to be walking on eggshells for the most part and won't be digesting the material properly, which will hinder their education, which is the last thing that needs to be done. So as long as I can master patience, being a good mentor, active listening, and doing so properly, I think that in the next couple of years I'll be able to acquire a position at Central High School or Fresno Unified, or within Fresno Unified School District as a social science teacher. But before I do that, I need to go through and take EDH 50. I need to acquire my 90 units so I can take the CBEST and get hired as a substitute teacher to make sure that I like this job. So that's all I have today. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.